They're seriously preparing for the war with the Russian Federation. And this alliance is being put to the test. If you read up on the statements by the European politicians, leaders, and Kaja Kallas and Ursula von der Leyen, Macron, Starman, Rutte, everyone, they're seriously preparing for the war with the Russian Federation. They're not hiding that fact. What we're talking about is that they're members of NATO. And this alliance, right now, is being put to the test. What's its worth? We absolutely have no interest in interfering in anyone's affairs. If we talk about Greenland, well, that's part of the issue that has to do with the consequences of the colonial era. Starting with the 13th century, Greenland essentially was a Norwegian colony. Starting with the 18th, the very beginning of the 20th century, it was the Denmark's colony.
And by the mid-20th century, an agreement was signed according to which it is part of Denmark, not as a colony, but as an associated territory. It was associated with the European Union, but in principle, Greenland is not a natural part of Denmark, is it? It was not a natural part of Norway or Denmark. It was the colonial acquired state. Well, people got used to that, and that's the other matter.
The national interests of such countries as the US and Russia will not always coincide. In most cases, they won't coincide at all. But should they coincide, whenever that happens, it would be a gross mistake not to take advantage of those coinciding positions to come to an agreement and implement mutually beneficial projects in economy and investment and finance and so on and so forth. And then he added, when the national interests of such countries as Russia and the US do not coincide, it would be a crime to let that lack of coinciding positions to degenerate into a confrontation, especially a hot confrontation. And in my response to him, I said that I fully share that philosophy, that logic, and I said that I do hope that I'm happy that the US understands that such a position articulated by Marco Rubio is well-founded.